right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the Homeboy Etiquette podcast. You rocking down with us on this great September 17th on a motherfucking Friday today. So you used to getting information for the not information, but you used to getting your Homeboy Etiquette shit on Mondays. We returning to Saturdays now. You're gonna get your shit on Saturdays. I want you to listen to this shit as you go to the motherfucking club and you get your pop, lock, and drop it. Hey, toot that thing up and okay, whatever the fuck that is. Okay, that was an old ass song. So maybe y'all listeners maybe of a younger age, but that old age motherfucker right now, toot that thing up, mommy get low. Now watch the Homeboy Etiquette pop, lock, and roll. Huh?
Yes!
Some shit like that. But anyway, this your main man at the 50 UA2, passing off to my motherfucking partner in crime, the Arc Reactor.
Yo, this is Kemet the Raw, representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube. We're gonna just go ahead and get this started, guys.
Shit, yo, tune into the KMT Games as he broadcasts the game, so I need y'all to save that right there. Subscribe to that motherfucking channel. Like the goddamn shit. Like this video too to the Homeboy Etiquette. Subscribe to the Homeboy Etiquette. But if you a ghost watcher, I need you. Sometimes just like slip into the motherfucking comments and be like,
these ninja watchers, bro.
I agree. Maybe my wife don't want me to agree. Maybe my goldfish don't even want me to fucking agree with you. But I like you, my nigga. Just find like something like down there and just like hit like randomly.
Yep. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Also, make sure to comment down below, but let us know what you think about this, and make sure to share this video. It looks like, once again, we may be getting shadow banned on YouTube for some reason. Like, our engagement has plummeted out of nowhere, dude. And as you guys can see by the video quality right now, we've actually gone up in video quality, have stream deck sound effects, we've been having guests on, all types of stuff like that would justify, maybe some more people coming in. So we can beat the shadow ban by you guys sharing this video with everybody that you think would like this type of content. Help us out. Make sure to like the video as well, or you can hit the dislike button. Either way, just make sure to be engaging with the video.
And also, you can also find us on Homeboy Etiquette at Instagram, Homeboy Etiquette on Facebook, but it's more likely Instagram because I still got a beef with Facebook, bud. So that's why Kemet's going to be running the Facebook page, and
Yeah. Like, and to his point, we're actually about to have our Homeboy Etiquette IG and Facebook pages running here very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. It should be Instagram.com/Homeboy Etiquette and then Facebook.com/Homeboy Etiquette, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to double check that, and then I'll make sure to update the description with those actual URLs.
And we also like to give a shout out. So if you ever seen the Homeboy Etiquette Instagram page, you've been following us for a while since it was like a skeleton. So we finally got a nice graphic up there. We got a profile picture out there. So shout out to our guy Richie Guy.
His name's Richie Gutchy, but he goes by Richie Graphics.
Fuck, Richie Gutchy.
That's his name.
I
thought it was
like Richie Guy.
That's the name that I have.
All right, we're gonna be able to put it like right there underneath the video, his actual name as we're arguing this out.
Yeah. I can put the actual stuff, and I also have his descriptions in the or his handles here in the description as well, so that you guys can just click the link down below.
Anyway, so shout out to our guy Richie Gucci. I like Gucci.
It's either Richie Gucci or Richie Gucci. Like, Jesus. I think that may just be like, it may be like a fake name.
I don't know. Fuck that. We call him Gucci. His name is Gucci. Your name is Gucci now. Richie Gutchy, but we're gonna call you Gutchy. Gutchy's cold. Gutchy sounds like say the word Gutchy. Gutchy.
God, I don't know. Wait. I think it might be Richie Gucci, but he spelled it Gutchy. Like, I don't know.
First off, hey Rich, yo, Gutchy sounds cold as fuck. Like Gutchy, like
gutter. I don't know.
It's like an opposite code effect as gutter. Like gutter is like I get real gutter, but my nigga Gutchy, that nigga get gutter.
Yeah, something like that, man. Gutchy. I don't know. Either way, if you want to get us started on today's topic.
All right, shout out to today's topic, but it's like just want to give a shout out to our guy Richie Gutchy 0 for doing our graphic for us right there. So we got some more work for him in the future right there. Just give us our time to work it, come up with the concepts, and if anything of the fans, you can leave a comment underneath his for any ideas that you might have for the Homeboy Etiquette podcast or any work that you might like of his. But as we continue on the subject, so our guy Richie Gutchy here, he's real good at what he does, right? Our boy Kemet Raw is real good at what he does, right?
I think I'm pretty decent.
Oh yeah, shit, he's got great videos. And our guy 5280Q, I need a fucking mirror to look at myself, is really good at what he think he does. I'm pretty sure I'm good at what I do, right?
Yeah.
But
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
as Nelson is laughing at us, because he's laughing at the fact are we as good as we think we are?
And that's the topic for today. Are you as good as you think you are? And there's a lot of different ways that we can kind of go with this. When Q brought up the subject for this week for us to talk about first, one of the first things the first idea that came across my mind was, well, I mean, the answer should be obvious. I mean, because the results that you get from the world and the results that you get from the world, such as if you have a good product, if you're good at advertising, if you're good at music or something like that, you're going to get the feedback from the world itself on how good you actually are. That was my very first thought on it, but it actually gets pretty deep when I start to think about it even further, where like there's a lot of different things we can talk about, but I'll start off with that, where it's like, are you as good as you think you are? And I bring up like things like business and music because here's the thing, especially when it comes to artists and things like that, and I'll use myself as an example, right? So I have a hard time being in Colorado and producing music and things like that because for some reason, and I couldn't tell you why, the Colorado scene just isn't really fucking with me like that. But when I actually look at the numbers, like I work with shout out to DJ Spins out in Brooklyn, New York, who I've been working with for a couple years. Like he's like done like advertising campaigns and stuff like that for me. So shout out to him. Like when we pull up the analytics in all the music centers, so we're talking about like California, the ATL, Texas, New York, Florida, they're all bumping my shit. They like my music. And then we're talking about like tens of thousands of spins, like on Spotify and all that type of shit. But when you look at the demographics, I swear to God is my witness, only 3 plays in Colorado. 3! Ooh. 3 out of tens of thousands of spins. So I was just like, that's gotta be a mistake, right? And then so I've released projects where I made sure to make Colorado like a focus because I'm like, I'm out here. So I want people locally to be able to be bumping my shit. And then so when I make an announcement to do a show, then I'll have more people to choose from. Same exact thing happened. There are more people in Norway that were bumping my shit than in Colorado.
Holy shit.
It was fucking crazy. Yeah. And Mexico was getting heated in my fucking chat, bro. Like, because I released this video, he saw it, called Befriended.
Oh.
And where like the imagery was like on some seance type of shit, but the message of the song was basically don't fuck with forces you don't understand. But they're over here like having whole arguments and shit in my chat, like in the comments under the video talking about like Diablo and shit, like saying that I'm like a devil worshiper and all type of shit, and other people just be like, well, you don't understand what the song means and stuff, and it was getting lit in Mexico for some reason. Like everybody was watching that shit, and they weren't even a focus.
I fucking love you.
You know what I'm saying? Like on that video on Facebook, I wasn't able to advertise it because on YouTube, Mexico, so on YouTube I only have like a few hundred views or something on it, but on Facebook I got up to 78,000 plus views. You know what I mean? And like so. Like, once again, when you look at the analytics in all of these other places, I'm getting validated by people actually bumping my shit. But then in the one place I want them to first, which is Colorado, where I'm at, I'm not getting any of that. So in my head, I'm like, there's a part of me that was just like, am I as good as I think I am? But because before I start looking at the analytics, if I was just going off of just Colorado, I would have thought I was complete ass, bro. But then once I got the numbers back, I was just like, no, I'm not ass. It's just that Colorado don't fuck with me like that. You know what I mean? Everywhere else does. All the places that are important, they fuck with me. But Colorado, for some reason, doesn't. So if I didn't have that information in the background to actually break down how people were listening to me, I would have thought that I was nowhere near as good as I was. Do you have an example like that?
I have an example. So we have, even in Colorado, we have a Grammy nominated, or Grammy. I think he won a Grammy. I think he actually won for Grammy. Yo,
did Trev win a Grammy?
God damn it, Trev should win a fucking Grammy. Yo video. I feel very as passionate about it too. Don't worry, man. Because God damn, this shit was good. But like Trev Rich, put his icon there. Yo, shout out Trev Rich right
Shout
here.
out to Trev Rich.
That motherfucker's music is good. Like, nigga, that shit was so good, make me feel happy about being from Colorado. Like, I went to go visit family in Detroit, and it was just like, I was downtown. I had to get out my hotel, so I had to go run around downtown, like jog, exercise, and I was playing Trev Rich. It's like, what was this shit? It was like, I had to play his whole fucking album. It was like, money is the root of all evil. I knew it. Money making TV play evil. I knew it. It's like, nigga, it's like, I'm sick and tired of throwing chucks. So I'm like, nigga. And it's like, yo, in Colorado, I don't hear anybody. Maybe I don't hear anybody. But I don't really get out myself that much like that. I was like, that motherfucker should get acknowledged. Like, there's people that never mind. There's people that acknowledge him. There's people that acknowledge him. I just don't follow a lot of other people, I guess, in Colorado.
I think on that same project that you're talking about, the song that like when I listened to him and I was just like, he should be out of here, right? Like he should be way more acknowledged and famous than he is. Was specifically a song where he's literally saying exactly what I'm saying, where he says he's gonna have to leave Colorado because the Colorado scene is ass. Like he was saying that in the music video, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, bro, like I know I'm not fucking crazy because if the best rapper, like on paper, in Colorado is literally saying this and he doesn't want to have to leave the state to get bigger, but he's gonna be forced to, then obviously there's something to this shit. I don't know what it is. Actually, no, we're gonna have Brandon Ray Ellie Matoyer come back on the podcast because one of the things that we're gonna talk about.
He can motherfucker can sing.
Yeah, he's an animal. Like he's a physical animal and he can sing like a fucking monster too. But we're gonna be bringing him back on because two things he wants to come back for. The next time that we talk about relationships and the next time that we talk about the music industry or performance industry in general, so that he can actually explain his experience because he's been doing live performing for almost 20 years.
What? Wait, your brother?
Like, yeah, he's been doing live performing since he was like in middle school, dude. Like 6th grade. No, he started.
Not 31.
No, he started in 5th grade. I said almost 20 years.
Okay.
No, he was like 9 or something like that, and he's 28 right now.
So that's 19 years. Okay.
Yeah. He was like 9. Like he started doing all that stuff, and we were talking about last on the podcast, but we're gonna bring him back to explain his stuff because like he's actually like moved out to New York, done performing stuff like that. He's done short films, all types of music video, tons of live performances, countless live performances, and he's gonna go more into detail into how that world works.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't be like, we should harbor that talent for ourselves in the Homeboy Etiquette here, because we don't want somebody to come over here from Miami and be like, oh shit, we didn't know this motherfucker existed. He's that talented. We'll take him from you.
No. I mean, he's my brother. He's not going nowhere. Ironically, he's actually about to move out to Miami. But he's gonna be moving around a bunch of different places. But he told me that he's gonna be going out to Miami. I'm actually gonna be out there too. I'm not moving out there. I'm just gonna go and visit and then see if I can get some networking contacts and stuff like that going.
Can you do me one favor when you out there? I just need you to just like build up a big ass bold hill on that beach of sand and then hug it for me and then just hug that. That'd be a way of hugging Miami for me. Cause thank you, Miami, I fucking.
Yeah, no, like
he's
already got like an entire like plan and stuff like for when I go out there. I'm gonna spend a couple weeks out there and we're gonna be doing some extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? Like
downtown in the city, Miami, from the beach. I hope those New Yorkers, I hope those Californians, whoever the fuck ever moved there, I hope they treat you right, cause that place deserves that culture of that technology culture, that hub culture. It deserves to be a central hub, even though you motherfuckers about to get eroded by the goddamn ocean. But I'm just like, Miami, I love that place. That's why I bought my boxing gloves.
I've literally never been. I'm gonna be going for the first time January.
Yo, dog, you about to lose your fucking
I probably will. I may leave Colorado.
Nigga, I wanted to leave. I didn't want to go back. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I don't know.
Man, I'm trying to be like,
gotcha, bitch.
Man. But Miami's gonna be saying that shit to you to be like, gotcha, bitch. Like all this fucking talent and shit. Miami's about to be sniping fucking talent. Like,
and that's the thing too, is because like that's why I brought that up, is because my brother, he's actually moved out to New York. You know what I mean? Where where you gotta be good at something in order to make it, and then like immediately start making mad contacts, start doing live performances, all type of shit, short films, and like so New York acknowledges his talent. You know what I mean? But in Colorado, it's like it's such a fucked up scene out here, dude. That where like literally we've had the conversation where it's just like
wait, how it depends on like. It's like that question of like, are you as good as you think you was? Like you was like, I'm so dope with this shit like that people should come to me. Like, no, motherfucker, you still gotta build. Like, motherfucker, what was the classic thing in the 80s, 90s, 2000s? Street teams. Yo, street team game is weak, son. I'm Michael Michelson in this shit, and I'm saying your shit is weak. Catch the reference.
Here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing about that. I did an experiment. So when I first started getting into internet marketing, and it was specifically for music, right? It was specifically for music. What I started doing was when I started doing ad campaigns in order to be able to spread my music as far as I possibly could, I wound up rising, like at my peak, I got up to the number 3 spot in artists in Colorado, according to ReverbNation.com, because of the amount of attention I was getting to my music for Colorado specifically. And once I got up to that level, I started getting inbox after inbox after inbox of people going through SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, all these other websites inviting me to perform to shows. So like there is something to it where it's like you have to get to a certain level of notoriety or clout, so to speak, in order for like after a certain level, you're not even looking to recruit people and have them come to your shows. The recruiters come to you because they're like, you generate this amount of buzz, we want you at our show. You know what I mean?
What about that one band that came from Colorado, but they came up in both? No. What?
The Phrase from Colorado. They're probably one of the biggest bands that came out of Colorado.
Hold on. Wait. What was the Phrase?
Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along.
Never mind. I was thinking of the script. I thought I'm still alive and I'm barely breathing. Doom, doom, doom.
I don't know. Did they come out of Colorado?
I wish they came out. They motherfuckers came out of Colorado like. Don't break even? That shit is cold. Honestly, as a motherfucker.
The Phrase is probably the biggest musical group that's come out of Colorado that I can think of. I mean, like you can put Trev Rich out there, but Trev Rich needs to get more national attention, and then you can put him up there.
Trev Rich has a Grammy.
Did he actually win a Grammy?
He won a Grammy, yeah, because he contributed to the work for the Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse video.
Oh, yeah. Shit. He was on that?
Yeah, he was on that shit.
Dude, that soundtrack was heat.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know Trev was like that. Bro, nigga, let's give it up for fucking Trev Rich, bro. You're fucking doing something with your goddamn music, bro.
Yes.
Bro, that shit's fucking crazy. I didn't know that shit, dude.
That's just our
I love that fucking soundtrack. I watched that movie like I watch that movie all the time, bro.
But there's also what else? I can ride a bike with no microphone.
With no handlebars.
Oh, no handlebars. Like he's like, look at me. I can make people that don't like take a vaccine and I don't like them or some shit like that.
He's from Colorado?
Yeah, what the hell was it called again? I bought the fucking album. I bought it. There's a physical CD
Let
copy
me see if I can look it up.
at my mother's house somewhere in one of my chests, and I can't remember.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars. That is from...
Look at me
Flowbots.
Driving. I can't stop.
Flowbots. Yeah, and like, okay, so...
Flowbots is from here.
Flowbots is from... Wait, yeah, they are from here.
Yes, I told...
Fuck! I forgot about that. Because, like, I actually had, like, a coworker years ago. She was like, oh, yeah, I listen to Flowbots. They're from Colorado. And I'm like, who's that?
I bought the album. Like, even the, like, too bad people don't dig in too deep because Flowbot says, it says, I can make somebody I don't like take a goddamn vaccine and kill them off in the Holocaust. They said that damn line. 2021, y'all.
Yeah,
but nobody remembers
that
one.
Today, you'll probably get canceled.
Oh, I mean, nobody can dig that up. But shit, well, of course nobody's going to dig that up. Nobody's going to be paying attention to this guy.
They're not going to give a shit.
But unless you splice this that damn way.
Dude, if the Rolling Stones can get away with Brown Sugar, there's no way that...
Wait, like D'Angelo Brown Sugar? Like was
No, this song called Brown Sugar.
Was like the D'Angelo Brown Sugar? Like, I want some of your brown sugar.
No, like, it's literally... And I cannot stress this enough. It is literally an entire song about white slave owners fucking black slaves, and that's what they call a brown sugar. And then so they're literally talking about like she's fresh off the slave ship and like and all this type of shit. Like, and they can get away with that fucking song. Like it's when you read the lyrics, it is crazy. Like how the fuck like
who the fuck's part of the song? We gotta metaphorically go gut them.
You're gonna gut the Rolling Stones? The Rolling Stones are like bigger than the president. Like you know what I mean? Like
president ain't that goddamn big. It's a big ass globe out there. Obviously, our president's for.
I mean,
he's doing his goddamn job.
No, the fuck he's not. Like
he's doing his job. All right, fuck.
All right, whatever. But okay, so
would you be?
Do you have an example personally of you questioning if you were good or not, or as good as you thought you were at a particular skill or something like that? Because I just named my personal example. But like so.
Yeah, of course. Like.
But what's the biggest one?
Biggest one usually
like biggest life impacting one where you're questioning everything. Because that made me, like, that music one I did made me question my entire life because I put so much effort and time and work and money and all that type of shit into it just to, like, I had to look at the fucking demographics of the information to prove to my, like, to finally get the proof that, yes, I'm as good as I think I am. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Like, the question was I good as I thought it was? It was at the beginning, like a great example was at the beginning of this podcast. Was I as good as I thought it was? It went from Three Musketeers, and I didn't think I was that damn good enough, and then I removed myself from the Three Musketeers, and I thought there'd be a Kit Kat, and then, or was it a Twix? Twix is two, but it's both. It's a bunch of snaps, some shit, the fun don't stop, some shit like that. But it's like, I didn't think, I thought I was the weak link. I was pretty sure I was a fucking weak link here because my co-hosts, my partners in crime for the Homeboy Etiquette were more invested into this. They was putting more effort into this. They were just more carrying this thing than I was. That's one of them. The other thing is like, am I good as I thought I was? Am I as good as I thought I was as a family fucking member? I'm like, man, I was like, I did this, but it's like, did I do a fucking enough or did I just do a really bare minimum or some shit? Or it's like something with work. With work, I'm like, man, am I contributing to the part of the team or I'm sitting there like, maybe that ego part of me is like, nah, dog, you letting people grow. You stepping aside, letting them grow.
Boring.
Yeah, like that. And something like that. But like, nigga, shit, of course I always question myself, man, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Nigga, of course I'm good enough. I'm motherfucking greatest goddamn shit as a motherfucker. But it's just more of aim and direction. It's aim and direction. I still got a lot of goddamn work to do, no matter how good or great I think I goddamn am. There's still a lot of work to do because whatever I did, once I did it, I done it and it's done. And then at that point, it's Janet Jackson popping up in my goddamn ear saying, "What have you done for me lately?" Doom, doom. Ooh, yeah. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I gotta do something again. But it's like, with the Homeboy Etiquette podcast, my partners, I felt my partners would fucking carry me throughout the whole damn thing. Whether it was Kemet or it was, I'll leave that pause there. And yeah, my other
well,
and it was like, shit. Like with, especially like now since it's just a duo, it's like, man, I'm wondering if I'm just like good enough, and I'm just like, my partner is dope as fuck. Like we bounce off each other, but my partner does like more of the technical work of the side of the thing. I'm like, man, am I carrying my part throughout this all? And so I'm wondering if I'm good enough still to be here. So first off, it's a good thought to have because like it makes you question. It's like, all right, do I got some motivation? Do I got something left in the tank? And it's like, you ever watch the RDC World? He's like, yeah, I know you left it all on the floor.
Shout out to RDC.
RDC World was like, that Lakers coming. It's like, I know you left it all on the floor. Yeah, I know you left it all on the floor. I know. Nigga, come here, motherfucker. 3 points in the last quarter. 3 points. Like, but I scored 20. He's like, yeah, you did motherfucker. Like, yo. Like, all right, yo. When you're part of a team environment, you want to make sure you are contributing, whether it be a team environment or a family environment, any type of environment. You want to make sure you're carrying your weight, but one thing I also want to make sure is I never get a goddamn ego. I never let my ego be like, dog, you know what? You're doing a lot for this shit here, right here. They should be great for you right now. They should be sewing that hole in your sock in your left pinky toe right now. Your left pinky toe. your left pinky toe is looking kind of cold right now. That nigga should be sewing that whole clothes, like some shit like that.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is that? Like, no, like, look, like, it's a great. Honestly, if you ever feeling like if you put in work like a motherfucker, right, and then you had that dark feeling, I mean, that feeling in your head is like that thought, it's like, yo, am I good enough to be here? Like, imposter syndrome is kind of really a good thing because it just keeps you fucking going. It keeps that carrot in front of you, even though, like, nigga, you done ate a forest down and there's a carrot in front of you, but you still eating a forest and you trying to get to that carrot. Like, hold on, I swear to God, as soon as I get through these goddamn tomatoes, I'm gonna get to that carrot. Oh shit, clear the tomato field. Good. Oh shit, a cabbage patch field? Oh, fuck these cabbage patches. No, I'm coming for that goddamn carrot.
I'm gonna have to get a munching sound like. Yeah, but okay, so we segued into the next one. There was something I was gonna say before that, but screw it. All right, so yeah, like imposter syndrome. I actually had a hard time with that for like a while, and I'm not exactly sure where it came from, because I went from completely arrogant, from like, you know, kid into like teenage years, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I think that's when I pretty much started college. That's when it kind of started, and like, which is weird. Like, because like, okay, so it's basically you're constantly questioning yourself if you deserve to be there, right? And you know what? I just thought of the reason. It's because I started slacking off a lot in high school, right? In terms of schoolwork. I used to be a straight A student with principal's honor roll, all types of honors and shit like that.
I was FTs
and then
and
I
Cs.
literally descended into ditching all the fucking time, and I wound up barely graduating high school. And then so when I got to college, I already kind of felt like a slacker. You know what I mean? But what wound up happening is that I was always like in the top 1, 2, or 3 of all of the specified classes for like programming and shit. Like that's what I went to school for, is computer programming. Computer science is the degree. And like to the point of where me and my 2 homies that were also in the top 3, we actually got the chance to teach 2 classes. Shout out to Westwood College, because you actually wind up charging us for the classes that we taught.
Bitch.
Yeah, those fucking bastards, bro.
How you charging me to teach? Like,
We
it's a
taught 2
privilege to
classes
teach.
because we had to come to the program director over the entire like computer science thing, and we were just like, hey, the curriculum that you guys have, by the time we graduate, it's going to be completely outdated. So it's going to be useless
Somebody
on the
was
open
cruise
market.
Control.
What's that?
Somebody was on cruise control like a motherfucker.
They didn't give a fuck, bro. But once we actually brought them a couple of ideas for classes that we were studying outside of school, you know what I mean? That we knew about, that the other teachers and stuff like that didn't know, and so they just had to have a professor there because a teacher has to be present. But we were the ones who taught the classes, right? And they deadass added that extra $16,500 to my debt. For those 2 classes that we taught.
Oh shit.
And yeah, they ain't shit, bro.
Can we go egg their house?
What's that?
Can we go egg their house?
I can't remember where they live. I actually wind up like smoking weed with one of my professors at his house.
What the fuck did he tell you? Like, hey, bro,
No, he was cool. It wasn't his fault. Like, it was Westwood as a whole, but like Westwood is kind of ass anyway, but whatever. But yeah, so like, you know, in the midst of doing all that type of stuff, I still had imposter syndrome, because there was always at least one or 2 dudes who were like better than me at something. So I constantly was questioning myself at every single fucking turn. You know, and then while I was doing that, I was b-boying and stuff like that. I was in 3 different breakdance crews. One of them was the best in Colorado. And because there was a couple of niggas that I consider better than me, I still questioned every single fucking thing that I did, no matter how good I got.
He was really good.
And dude, so it's like, to Q's point, imposter syndrome can work, but what it caused was like a complex. It was like an inferiority complex that motivated me. It's like, I'm not gonna be a fucking loser! Like I'm gonna win! I'm gonna be the best! You know what I mean? And like, so like I always, and that's why, you know, like, for example, sticking on the b-boy thing, I wouldn't put my competition as people locally. I would put me against the best in the world. And that's how I used to train.
Like you would stand across from the stage and be like,
Finish him.
Yes, exactly. I made a vision board and everything. Shout out to B-Boy Thesis. At the time when he first came out, I thought he was the dopest nigga fucking ever. And he's still a top tier B-Boy to this day.
he looked at him and was like,
Halfway. Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
like, how's it gonna beat this motherfucker?
Well, no, on some real shit, but I put on my vision board, I put, my name at the time was, I think it was just B-Boy Turtle at the time. It was B-Boy Turtle versus B-Boy Thesis. I put it on my vision board, I meditated on it, I trained for it, and then when I finally joined Soul Mechanics, shout out, I got the opportunity. We battled, our crew battled his crew, so I got to actually battle that nigga for real, for real.
And so when you was on that stage, when you looked at the motherfucker, did you go,
It's over 9,000!
Yes, because their team beat us.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
But they were a world-class B-Boy team, dude. They were world-class, and we got the chance to battle them. You know what I'm saying?
fuck yeah,
So it's
fuck
like
yeah for the effort.
that's what I'm saying. Is
You
that
were
like
training for that shit.
yes, but but the thing is that like that's what let me know where the gap was. You know what I mean? Where it's just like okay, that's
You
my
was good.
goal.
You thought you was this good,
And then I went against Billy Badass. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
And then I was just like, shit, this nigga's a fucking animal. I gotta train more. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like in jiu-jitsu, it's like, I'm whooping your ass, whooping your ass. I'm like, obviously, I think I should be good enough to take it on the assistant. And my own pinky's in my esophagus, bitch. My head is over. Help me, nigga. I was like, my arms over here, and I was like, hold on, pinky's over here, but why can I feel that shit just tickle back in my esophagus right now? Jesus Christ, it's like a speed back in my goddamn tonsils. It's like, yo, it's like, fuck.
yeah, bro. And like, and that was my thing. Like, so imposter syndrome actually served me pretty well because I actually developed this complex where it's like, my competition isn't even the people around me. Like, I'm competing with people who are far beyond the people who are around me.
Or who you think are far beyond and you hope who are far beyond because you
The ones who appear to be, based off of their repertoire. You know what I mean?
Where's the ultimate person? This is the ultimate person I imagine. I am going for that person that is ultimate and I imagine, and I will overtrain. I am trying to murder him, but you trying to Vegeta that motherfucker.
Dude, I put myself in Vegeta's shoes for every single person I sought as a target. I'm like, I will outwork you. I will outtrain you. I will beat you at some point. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'm gonna fucking win. You know what I'm saying? And like, so it actually worked out in my favor where it's just like, am I as good as I think I am? Actually standing in front of, you know, like this world-class B-Boy Thesis and his fucking crew, that let me know exactly where I fucking stood. I was just like, I have a long fucking way to go. You know what I mean? I'm not as good as I thought I was.
You know what sucks about that too? They didn't win the B-Boy World Championships neither.
No, they didn't. They're not even the best. You know what I'm saying? And like, so there's always another level. There's always a bigger fish.
Jesus, there's a lot of bigger fish. It's like, yo, I think if anybody is really competitive, it's like, I'm going with Goku. Like, no, nigga, Goku like days ago. You need to go. You need to
go after Beerus. You need to go after Whis. You need to go after Omni King.
Yo,
like,
you need to have a fucking picture of Vegeta on your wall, because that nigga is constantly never not training.
Real shit, nigga. Like,
Hey,
cause, bruh, where's that shit at? I know I got
that
it.
shit, because Vegeta is never not training. If you really about that shit, you that mama mentality. Yo, somebody give me a picture.
It's over 9,000!
Yes.
He was upset about that shit. It was over 9,000. Like, bitch, how the fuck did this motherfucker get over 9,000? This little shit bag of a rock of a goddamn planet who can't even figure out a nuclear fucking reactor and get along with the goddamn each other. And bitch is like, no, hell no. What do you mean he's over 9,000? I'm not surprised. I'm just insulted.
Yeah, like real shit, bro. Because like, well, first I gotta do this.
Oh hell no!
Like, that's how I was feeling.
Bitch, I gotta run you these hands real quick. I gotta show you who's master this motherfucker. Vegeta was like, oh, I'm fucking struggling?
Yeah, real shit.
Struggling.
I'm not as good as I thought I was. How is this low-class warrior defeating a Saiyan Elite?
And then, like, even after he survived, like, I've now grown strong. And he went up against the next thing, and that nigga just bitch slapped him. He's
Bro.
like,
Well, no, like, he was taking some, like, okay, so we killed Kui, right? He killed Kui, and like because Kui was just like, oh shit, he's gotten 10% stronger, and that 10% was enough for him to mollywop him. And then he killed Dodoria.
No. He got his ass beat by Dodoria too.
No, it was Zarbon. He beat Dodoria, and then he tried to fight Zarbon, and Zarbon went into his buff-ass form, headbutt, throws him in the lake.
Shit out of him.
He beat the dog piss out this nigga and left him in the bottom of the lake. And then when he got his fucking Zenkai from recovering, then he came back and blasted this nigga through the chest.
And this nigga thought he was strong enough, he went up against Frieza, and then Frieza just...
And then he's like, I am a... Wait. He's like, I am a Super Saiyan... Wait, where the fuck?
On, you don't got it.
Bro. No, I thought I had it.
Oh shit! Just got to do it himself. He's like, he thought I am a Super Saiyan, and then Frieza beat the shit out of him.
Dude,
like
it was bad, bro. Like God. He literally embarrassed him. I felt so bad for fucking Vegeta at that point.
He kept getting his ass whooped like a motherfucker. He kept trying though. He's like, I think you should never ever compare Luffy to Goku.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about Dragon, like the original Dragon Ball, like Luffy's more like original Goku from Dragon Ball.
I think this is where we get in our geek mode here, so y'all gonna suffer through this shit with us.
Here, but it was on a whole other page. He was like, I am a Super Saiyan, and then Frieza was literally just like.
Couple more times. I need to hear that shit one more time. One more slap. Like, nigga, why? Nigga, how dare you insult me with this form on my table? What the fuck? You want me to sign off on your ego? Like, nigga, please. But I think like you can't, like, if you go across anime, like people compare Luffy to Goku, like, no, you gotta compare Luffy to fucking Vegeta. You gotta compare Luffy to Vegeta. Yo, do me a favor, we gotta cut this part out for at least for our anime guys here. Luffy is no comparison to Goku at all, not at all. If anything, you gotta compare Goldie Roger to Goku. You gotta compare Luffy to Vegeta.
I feel like Zoro's more Vegeta. Zoro's definitely Vegeta, bro.
No, Zoro been whooping ass.
Yeah, just like Vegeta. Vegeta was a Saiyan elite until he came against Goku. He was literally blowing up planets and all that type of shit. No effort.
No. What? No, he was whooping ass, but Zoro got captured. Luffy.
I'm talking about when. Okay, so Zoro ran into what's his name? Hawkeye.
Oh, but no, Zoro was captured by the Marines first. Oh shit, you aren't that far.
I'm not that far, dude.
Wait, but you're that far enough to where they got Zoro.
Nobody's captured Zoro.
No, that far where Zoro was a part of the story.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Zoro thought that he was the shit, ran into Hawkeye, got beat the fuck up completely decimated, and then he made a decision that he's from that point forward he would never lose again, and that's why he started training extra crazy.
He trained extra crazy, but Zoro in the first place before Mihawk, when he met Luffy, was captured. He was captured and he was losing battles. But I think, but it's not. I'm not comparing Zoro to Vegeta. Zoro is not the comparison to Vegeta. Zoro be more Goku than Vegeta, and then Luffy would be more Vegeta.
But Luffy wasn't born with an advantage.
Yeah, Luffy ate the Gomu fruit, and he's been training. Like, of course, he had older brothers and shit. He had battles he had to go through.
You know what? I see your point. No, you changed me on that. I see your point. Because Luffy was so fucking young when he got the fucking gum fruit that, he literally has been kicking ass his entire fucking life, and only now is he finally finding raw ass niggas. I get it. I got you.
Wait, I got you.
So I got you.
To our geeks,
Yes!
To our geeks in the Homeboy Etiquette squad here. So if you are caught up on One Piece, we finally got Kemet to start watching One Piece, and he's on episode. What episode is it?
57. No spoilers, niggas.
Episode 57. No fucking spoilers. So I swear to God, if you want
don't put no spoilers in the chat, nigga.
I will buy a plane ticket to where you live.
I'll ban you.
Choke the fuck out of you for ruining the joy that is just to see the looks on his face as he watches these episodes right now.
You turned me on that argument though. I totally because Zoro as a kid he was fucking busting ass and just kept getting beat by that fucking girl, bro. bro.
Oh
and like,
shit! Okay, I'm glad you brought that part up because I was thinking of like all the battles as a total.
I don't.
Look, okay,
yeah,
so
Zoro,
I'll say
Zoro's like, you've changed. I'm on your side now. I got
when you catch up. When you catch
up. They're on episode 1,000, nigga.
Shit, dog. Like, look, when you catch up, you'll see that Luffy is more Vegeta, and Zoro
I agree with you.
Goku.
I agree with you now. You changed me on the argument. I thought about it. You're right.
I wonder what's okay. I would say Yu Yu Hakusho comparison, but nah.
No. Yu Yu Hakusho's a little different because like. Yusuke was already like technically he was already the best fighter in his fucking school from jump. Like he was beating up niggas. He was beating up everybody.
He beat Huey. He beat he didn't.
He was
beat
like he was like a prodigy, dude. And
he
like
didn't beat the Fox guy. He didn't beat him.
Kurama.
The Fox guy. Kurama
He
just like,
spared him.
hey dog, here you go. Here's your shit, man.
Yeah, he spared him. Like Kurama could have killed Yusuke at that point. Yeah.
Kurama, was Kurama destroyed? Kurama was cold.
Kurama was the GOAT at first. Kurama was the fucking GOAT, dude.
Then he kept practicing.
Yeah, because Hiei was trying not to use his fucking demon eye transformation as a crutch anymore, and then so he started training other techniques and shit. So yeah, like.
Oh man.
See, like Hiei was definitely fucking Vegeta. Hiei had never seen defeat outside of Kurama, and that's why Kurama was his homeboy.
No. He respected Kurama. He's like,
yeah,
hey,
like
nigga,
he's like, I know who the fuck this nigga is. You know what I'm saying? Like
who's this other nigga in his little green jogging jumpsuit and shit? Who the fuck you trying to match? Nigga, you got a green shirt, green pants, black shoes, and black hair, nigga.
That was a close fight too.
Game is whack.
That was a close fight too. Like honestly, like Hiei could have won that, but like I feel like there was some plot armor there. But
there's a lot of plot armor. But fuck, like have you ever remember that part like where fucking when that nigga thought he beat Toguro and then Toguro came back and said, "Hey, what's up, dog?" It's like, nigga, what the fuck you doing here? Aren't you dead? It's like, no.
I was only using 15% of my power.
It's like, hold on, let me show you a little bit of something real quick. And that nigga destroyed that whole fucking building. He was like fast around destroying the shit out the building. And then that nigga Yusuke was like,
nah, Toguro, like when they first introduced Toguro, I had like they built him up to be a raw ass nigga, but like I had no idea how raw this nigga actually was.
That motherfucker.
Like when he was just like, okay, like he goes up to 20% and he's literally one-shotting every single nigga in front of him, like it's crazy,
nigga,
bro.
He's not even a more nigga. His brother, like the younger Toguro, the older Toguro, that nigga was badass and just
like his ability was kind of weird. And like he was like the more
he was like Carnage from Marvel.
Carnage, yes, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. I think we're going off on a tangent though. Okay, so
of course we're going on a tangent because the Homeboy Etiquette spans a lot of episodes. We span from shit. That's the one thing I definitely want to get in is on as you good as you thought you were. This episode is like I don't know if you been keeping up on like basketball, football, sports like that.
I have not.
But like so there's this thing with basketball guy. Sorry, Dennis Schroeder. I didn't mean to bring this up, but Cameron don't keep up on sports like that, so I had to bring this up for the topic of the episode. Or you as good as you thought you were. And then with Dennis Schroeder, the Lakers had him for a player option for $70 million fucking dollars for like 3 to 4 year contract, right?
That's crazy, dude.
3 to 4 year contract. But in the playoffs of the previous season, that motherfucker shrank, and LeBron James and his team got eliminated for the playoffs in the first time in the first round in all of LeBron James's 19-year career. Right? Got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs.
Isn't that...
And this guy was a point guard of that same squad, right? And he could have cashed in on his player option for $70 million or $69 million, $70 million, right? But then Schroeder was like, I could probably get a better contract somewhere else. And this motherfucker ended up signing to the Boston Celtics for $6 million.
Oh God!
Because
I got something for that.
He denied his contract.
Nigga,
you stupid.
What is that?
why did you give up on all of that fucking money, bro? Like
Really, nigga?
Are you serious, dude?
Like, you know how player options work in the NBA? So player option meant if he wanted to continue that contract, he says, I will continue this contract, and the team doesn't have they can't deny it because it was a player option. You have a team option at the end of a contract, you have a player option. He had a player option when he signed to the Lakers or from his previous contract, and he could have walked in with $70 million still on the same team, and instead this motherfucker was like, I think I'm worth more on the market, and the market said, nigga, hits $6 million.
It said hell nah, bro, like straight up, nigga. Like, that's crazy. Like, so I guess that's a great example of you weren't as good as you thought you were. You should have just took the fucking money, dude. Like, wow.
I mean, another sports example we could bring into that is like, so we got the Logan brothers, right? So we got Jake and
bro, do you want to talk?
The Paul brothers?
Yeah, the Paul bro, Jake and Logan Paul. Like, you're talking about the dude that boxed Jake Paul, the black dude, the YouTuber. What's his name?
Everybody knew Willie's was on the out.
Like the black dude, like
Tyron Willie used to be the welterweight champion, and everybody thought it was feared, and then he broke the no.
I'm talking. It was another YouTuber. He's a black dude who did the boxing match with Jake Paul, and there was all those memes where like after he got knocked out, both of his feet were facing left, and then he was just face down.
Oh, Nate Robinson.
But
like, wait. Nate Robinson was a basketball player.
Yes.
A basketball player from the hood, and he thought hood hands was as good as boxing.
Wow. Yeah, like, bro, this is a perfect example of you're not as good as you think you are. He didn't even train that much for it. But like
First off, wait. I heard that, and then like, nigga, what the fuck do you mean you didn't train for boxing? Nigga,
You stupid.
Yes, nigga, I feel confident in these streets because I trained for boxing and jiu-jitsu and fucking Muay Thai, and I feel comfortable enough to know not to start a fucking fight. And enough to know if a fight is started, I'll probably beating ass and winning shit because my opponent is an aggressor. And if you know what the fuck you doing, you don't be the fucking aggressor. Shout out to my cousin, Pardon Me with P. The fight that made me ever learn this goddamn lesson. I only had to learn this lesson once. So if you ever go listen to the podcast and the YouTube, Pardon Me with P. We'll put that in the description for you on the video. But I picked a fight this one time. He usually picked the fights. I picked a fight this one time, and I got my ass whooped, and I knew from that moment I will never pick another fight again. I was like, all right, it's a different feeling when you're the aggressor and when you're just a defender trying to just defend yourself going about your damn life. Nigga, first off, you in a competition. How the fuck do you not prepare for combat competition? What the fuck did you think was enough? Like throwing hands in the hood? You know how hood niggas fight? Pity pat. Little old Mary, Matt,
Bro.
dressed in black.
And to his fucking point, dude, you need to keep in mind that Jake Paul and Logan Paul have trained with some of the best boxing trainers on the fucking planet.
Or just any boxing trainer in fucking general. Just learning how to have a punch come at your head, and then at first your reaction was, oh my god, and at first it was like,
bob and weave.
Okay, you got me good.
Nah.
Tap, pow. Like, motherfucker.
Dude, you could tell.
Respect the sport.
You could tell immediately as the match started from his footwork. This nigga's just walking around the fucking stage, and then Jake Paul is over here like with actual fucking stance.
The fuck you mean your feet ain't set?
What's that?
The fuck you mean your feet ain't set and you ain't like in a decent
Yeah. Like you could tell like because he like. Bro, Jake Paul actually, like, he knows how to fucking box, dude. He really does. He got good training because he's pacing himself. Make sure you're solid. Anytime that you move, solid. Solid. And then, like, Nate Robinson's walking around like this shit is a fucking joke, nigga.
Like, he's about to go over there, just walk up to the free throw line and then do a run and start and do a fucking 360 dunk through the fucking legs and just like bam with 50 points. Nigga, you got 50 points, all right? You got 50 points of ass whoopings. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to bring this up. We're coming in late, but it's just like, God.
Really, nigga?
Respect the God.
Respect the sport. And you know what it was? And Black Twitter tore this nigga apart. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta say this. This is off topic, but I gotta say this because it's still slightly related. There's something about the idea in the black community about losing a fight to a white guy. There's something about it. Like maybe you can say it goes back generations, all the racism stuff, whatever. But there's this overconfidence that a lot of black people have when it comes to fighting white dudes, right? Okay, I can give this point, right? That the average hood nigga and the average white like quote unquote white trash like trailer park dude, if they were to fight, hood niggas are usually pretty good with the hands. I'm not even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? The problem is you can't just be a hood nigga and then go up against a trained fucking boxer. He's damn near a professional at this point with all the training that he's done. You know what I mean? He's trained with the best of the best. And you think you're just gonna swag your way through this fucking fight? Are you out of your fucking mind? He could have killed you. He's not a small guy. Mm-mm. He is he's one of those big, he looks corn-fed. He looks like he nigga. Like, yo, he got hit with that fucking right hook, and it wasn't even a haymaker right hook. He just hit him with a solid right hook, nigga. Went straight on his fucking face, bro. Straight on his face. And he was doing it while he was backing up, meaning that it had less power than it normally would have. This nigga was playing with you. Fuck it, yo. You weren't as good as you thought you were, right? What lesson did you just learn? Everybody thinks that they're Billy Badass until they run into Billy Badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's fucking crazy, dude. Like, when I saw that, the first feeling I got, embarrassment. I'm like, Martin Luther King is like, is this what I took all those ass whoopings for?
I'm not gonna bring in Dr. King to this. I'm like, look, man, look. What you thought? It's like conditioning and boxing and fighting is different. Like, even just between when the rules are just boxing, and when it's between the rules are just like MMA.
MMA, yeah.
It's
very
different. It's like fucking different. It's annoyingly so different. That's why you can't. It's like the cross compatibility of
10 minutes
of either boxing or MMA. It's just like it's cross compatibility. It's like, look, it's fucking like Conor McGregor, like when that Mayweather fight, he was hitting Floyd on the back of the head. He was like, because in MMA this is legal.
Yeah,
this
you can do that,
legal.
but in boxing, absolutely
not.
not.
Let me move Thai clinch you real quick. I think I'm gonna throw. Oh shit, I can't throw a fucking knee. I just gotta poke.
And and that's why Mayweather did it. It was a very smart move because with the constraints of boxing, he knew, especially with his record and his experience and his skill, there was no fucking way that Conor McGregor was going to be able to adjust to that. Right. So another great example of you're not as good as you think you are. Let's put it this way: in MMA, he's great. He's fantastic. One of the best of the best, right? But he tried to cross over into a much more restrictive sport.
Restrictive is a great term.
Much more restrictive sport with more rules, regulations. 16 to 18 ounce gloves that you're not fucking used to, extra weight, which taxes your fucking body because it's literally wearing down your stamina the longer you use it, which is why you notice as he was moving around the ring, his hands were down.
Well, he's used to that from his MMA catalog. It's like, I can just have my hands down a little bit. All I need to do is just gauge distance. Gauge distance. It
was a bad move.
Lefty.
It was a great financial move, but it was a bad fighting move. So, like, honestly, I think he went in there just, like, understanding he was probably going to lose and then just get his $30 million or whatever it was.
I think that might have been the worst thing that happened to Conor McGregor's goddamn career. Because you lost the fight.
He did kind of go downhill after that.
You lost the fight. You won hundreds of millions of dollars. And after that, it's just like, Jesus.
Bro, his leg just snapped. Jesus Christ.
That was a freak accident, but I don't think he was going to win that fight.
It's not the first time that's happened. That happened to somebody else in MMA. I can't remember his name.
It was Anderson Silva, but that was Anderson Silva against Chris Weidman. Now what happened with Anderson Silva, it wasn't like you weren't as good as you thought you were. Like, Anderson Silva was as good as he thought he was. He was
a fucking animal.
He threw that leg. And it was just like that check that Chris Weidman did. It's just the way that leg just connected to where fucking Chris Weidman
snapped.
Weidman just checked that shit and just snapped that shit. That was a fucking freak accident. That was a fucking freak accident. Anderson Silva never been the same, and honestly, I think he should have retired.
Honestly, I agree, because that's the problem that a lot of fighters have, is
Like,
that
that
they
nigga
stay in
should've
too
been-
long.
He should have been walking to the damn ring, and this coach should have came out and said,
I'm gonna get the sound effect. Stop the fight! Stop the fight!
Oh, it says-
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
"Wait, nigga, I ain't even stepped to the cage yet." Exactly. That's what would have happened. Nigga, get your ass back to the goddamn locker room. Go home.
But yeah, okay, so we're almost out of time here, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap on my end. He'll give his, and then we'll just bid you guys a good night. So on this topic of, are you as good as you think you are? I would say, to wrap it all up, from my opinion, I think that having, what's that?
I was like, so just,
I'm gonna have me, then you do you, and whatever.
all right, okay.
Yeah. Like in my opinion, I think that having this thought in your mind, questioning how good you are, it's a healthy thing a lot of the time, right? I think that you should have a healthy confidence in your abilities to be able to get things done, but then you should always be questioning if you can do better. So I think that a lot of people get this misconstrued, where it's like, nigga, you ain't shit. What the fuck have you done? You ain't gonna be shit, right? And then like,
Better than that?
just don't do what I did and allow it to beat you up. You know what I mean? Like, luckily for me, like, my imposter syndrome didn't translate into as bad of a toxic thing as it possibly could have been. It basically motivated me to just keep working harder, keep striving for higher heights, keep challenging myself and challenging the best of the best. And so I still have a bit of that. I even talked to my dad's a therapist. I even talked to him about that. I'm like, I still have some imposter syndrome type stuff going on, where it's like, I know all the things I've accomplished and all the things that I've done and all the skills that I have and all the things I'm capable of, but I just can't get it out of my mind to just rest in the confidence. Like, I'm never satisfied. I have to keep striving for something more, or I feel like I'm fucking useless. So I don't know if you guys have to go to that degree, but that's how I live my life.
For me, I was thinking of that line. It's like, so the topic was, are you as good as you thought you were? And I was like, all right, cool. It's like, maybe. And then, like, maybe if somebody else comes in, it's like, nigga, you think you better than us or some shit, man? I didn't make you. What makes you?
Who the fuck are you, bruh?
And then that just reminded me of that J line when he says, but I'm different. You can't base my future off of what somebody else isn't. It's like, I was like, that
Real
is
shit.
true. But
Real
I
shit.
definitely can't get no damn ego. But I like the idea of there's always work to do. I love the idea of always work to do. Like, what the fuck you mean this is it? This is the climax of it all. This is the best of the best of the best of the best. Like, as long as I live throughout my live long days of 30 years, 40 years, I'm gonna be the best at this shit no matter what. I'm gonna be on top of this mountain just like one punch, one punch, one punch, one punch, one punch, one fingernail, one punch, wink, some shit like that. Like, nah, I mean, shit changes, but stuff like, am I as good as I thought I was at anything that I ever did? Is like I know I'm damn good, and I'm hoping there's other levels above it. I'm hoping there's other things I can achieve, because I want.
There always is.
Because this is the best you can ever do in the goddamn world, and you still got this much life left in you. That shit would suck. That shit would suck so much bad. It sucks as so much as me saying this is the 5280Q.
Yo, and this is Kamet the Raw, representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, KMT Games, and KMT Productions here on YouTube. I didn't do calls to action once again.
You stupid.
So, I'm going to do it right now. So, if you guys well, we did it at the beginning, whatever. So,
We're gonna do it again.
You're gonna do it again. Yeah, make sure to like the video. Like, if you guys like what you saw here in the video today, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, or a dislike. If you have any suggestions about any topics that you want us to cover here in the near future, leave that in the comments down below as well. Or if you have any comments about anything that we said today, any agreements or disagreements, go ahead and throw that down there. If you have not already, share this video with anybody that you think would like this type of content. YouTube is trying to shadow ban us niggas, and I do mean us niggas. So we're gonna need all of your guys' help to beat the shadow ban. Other than that, otherwise we're gonna have to resort to, paid advertising type shit, and whatever. Like, so Go ahead.
So anyway, so if you have
Subscribe to the page.
subscribe to the page. If you have any topics that you would wish us to discuss, look at, or some shit, just give an opinion on. Like, we come here every once a week, but also is same email. So just hit the Homeboy Etiquette at gmail.com. So HOMEBOYET.
Yes.
Fuck! Oh, God damn it! Wait, is it?
Yeah. No, I was listening. Damn
it! I'm freezing. My brain. I can't spell etiquette.
My bad,
I can't spell etiquette. Fuck. Oh no, it's
ETIQUETTE.
So HOMEBOYETIQE.
No, QUETTE.
ETTE. Fuck. I just realized now when you try to say this shit live, that shit kind of is hard to goddamn spell, but at this point, we gonna practice. Anyway, hit us up at homeboyetiquette at gmail.com. It should be right across your damn screen. You have any topics of us you wish to discuss, you have a question that you wish to pose, and then which one of us or both of us will get back to you as soon as goddamn possible on YouTube or the gram. Depends on where you send your question at. Where you send your Homeboy Etiquette Instagram's up right now, but we'd like to thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Homeboy Etiquette. Peace.
Peace.